Hello and warm welcome to the Selangor Turf Club for our barrier trials on this Tuesday the 11th of March. 6 trials to take place, and the first 3 trials, trials 1, 2 and 3, will be contested on track 2, the drone reported as good, and then trials 4, 5 and 6 will be contested over 1,000 meters on the sand track. So please take note of that as the runners and riders are making their way down to the start. And up on the screen, Master Baby will be ridden by Heikel. Top Field to be ridden by Andre de Silva. Hatim will be ridden by Uzea. Costello to be ridden by Azizi. Flying Nemo will now be ridden by CK On. And the last of the runners, Super Salute, will be ridden by Fikri. Those are the runners and riders for barrier trial 1, making their way down to the 1,000 meter mark for trial 1, which will be contested on track 2. And the runners are moving in for trial 1. Master Baby, the first runner to step forward. Just a field of 6 for the first trial of the morning. Just a reminder that the first 3 trials will be on track 2, and then trials 4, 5 and 6 will be on the sand track. As Top Field moves in. Just the one runner in this trial that's not carded to race on Sunday, and that is Hatim. Otherwise the remainder of the runners will be taking their place on Sunday, 16th of March. Of course it is the Equine Sanctuary Tunku Gold Cup as part of a 13 race program. So it certainly is a bumper race meeting. Of course we've got EPO racing on Saturday, so it's quite a busy schedule here in Malaysia for this weekend. As we're just left with 2 more runners left to load. Super Salute as well as Flying Nemo. Flying Nemo moves in. Super Salute, the last one. Just about set for a start. 6 runners, 1,000 meters, trial 1 for the morning. Set. Gates are open, sent on their way from the 1,000 meter mark, and Super Salute got off to a very good start, as well as Master Baby, and in between those, Hatim also shows some good early pace, making the move around runners. Deeper out on the track is Trestello, as well as Flying Nemo. And at the back end of the field is Top Field, but nothing really separating this field. About 4 lengths cover them as they approach the 500 meter mark and make their way throughout the halfway mark of this trial, and that team now has the narrow advantage with Super Salute up on the outside in second. Racing on the inside is Master Baby, then comes Top Field, who's starting to slice through the runners. Deeper out on the track is Costello, and last of all is Flying Nemo, who watches the trial unfold and 5 lengths off the leader. 300 meters left to travel now. It's Top Field with a narrow advantage. Master Baby right there in second. Deeper out is Super Salute, who's starting to run smartly with Costello. But up in front, still Top Field with the advantage. And here comes Super Salute over the top for a late challenge with just on 50 meters left to travel. But it looks like Top Field has this trial sewn up here. Top Field, the winner from Super Salute. On the inside was Master Baby. Running on late, deeper out was Costello. Then came Flying Nemo, and her team faded out in the closing stages. So we'll go the way of Top Field under Andre De Silva, who will win trial 1 this morning. Beats home Super Salute, who was certainly full of running up on the outside, but wasn't really asked too many questions. And a very nice trial heading into this weekend. So the winner, Top Field, followed by Super Salute. Master Baby was back in third. 4th place gets rather close between Flying Nemo and Costello. So just watch Master Baby run through the line. 4th place, bob of the noses on that. It should go to the outside, it looks. Yes, so that would go the way of Costello. Costello will finish in 4th, followed by Flying Nemo in 5th, and her team was last of all to cross the line. So just to repeat those numbers: Top Field, the winner, followed by Super Salute in 2nd. Master Baby was back in 3rd. Costello finished in 4th. Flying Nemo was in 5th, and her team was last in that 6th placing. Up next is Barrier Trial 2 for the morning, and is a field of 6 runners over 1,000 meters on track 2. It should commence in about 10 minutes time. Runners and riders for Barrier Trial 2 this morning. Kinabalu Light will be ridden by Lila De Souza. Jimmy Zach, Andre De Silva. The Wild Fluffy, T.H. Cole. Legend 63, R. Nutman. Pacific General, Clyde Leck. And Chosen will be ridden by Fikri. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 2. And it should commence in approximately 8 or 9 minutes time. Runners are moving in for trial 2 this morning. Field of 6 runners. Moving in is Jimmy Zack. Kinabalu Light, the first runner to have moved in. Loading process shouldn't take too long as the Wild Fluffy steps forward. 3 more runners left to load. Legend 63, Pacific General, and Chosen are the remaining runners here. Legend 63 moves forward. Now for the turn of Pacific General. And the last load will be Chosen. 6 runners here for trial 2. Chosen moves in. Just about set for a start, 1,000 meters. Gates are open. Often trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Kinabalu Light wasn't the best away and lost about 2 lengths to now the starting stalls. Jimmy Zack, on the other hand, broke out on speed with Legend 63 is also showing pace up on the outside. 2 lengths further back to Pacific General, who's joined alongside by Chosen. A further breakaway of 2 lengths in running to the Wild Fluffy and outpaced early on. Towards the back end of the field is that one would be Kinabalu Light, who's easily now about 12 lengths off the leaders. They're homeward bound with just on 450 meters left to travel. Up in front, Jimmy Zack with a nice gallop set up in front. Shows the way by about a length and a half with Legend 63 slowly but surely starting to work his way into the trial. 4 lengths further back in running to Pacific General. Then comes Chosen, the Wild Fluffy, and Kinabalu Light has never really been in the trial with 200 meters left to travel. Jimmy Zack still the one in front. Now challenged up on the outside by Legend 63. Then 4 lengths further back to Pacific General. And here comes Legend 63 with a nice run into the closing stages and will win hard held at the line. Legend 63 the winner, followed by Jimmy Zack. Then came Pacific General. 4th place went the way of Chosen, followed by the Wild Fluffy and Kinabalu Light. Legend 63 under Nutman for the Richard Lim stable will win trial 2 this morning. The long-time leader was Jimmy Zack, who had a nice pace up in front. And Legend 63 just pretty much wasted his time in second and moved up into the final 100 meters. Pretty much a double handful and wins rather comfortably in the closing stages. So Legend 63 the winner for trial 2. Will win by about 2 lengths. 2nd place going the way of Jimmy Zack, who was the long-time leader. Some pretty big margins here from 2nd to 3rd. Third placing went the way of Pacific General. Followed further back by Chosen. Then came the Wild Fluffy, who was in 5th, and Kinabalu Light, who was slow into stride and was pretty much detached from the field at the 600 meter mark and was never really in this trial. Will come home last of all. So just to repeat those numbers, the winner Legend 63, followed by Jimmy Zack in 2nd. 3rd place went the way of Pacific General. In 4th was Chosen. 5th place the Wild Fluffy. And in 6th was Kinabalu Light, who was last of all. And that completes barrier trial 2 as we move on to trial 3, which is the last of our trials on track 2, before we move over to the sand track for trials 4, 5 and 6 later on. Trial 3 is up next. Runners and Riders, starting off with Campionessa, to be ridden by Nutman. Guru Fight will be ridden by Henrique. High Karaka will be ridden by Hyde Cull. One Legacy, S. John. Darcy to be ridden by CK On. Healthy Baby will be ridden by Andre de Silva. And Swallow Strike will be ridden by M. Lutman. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 3, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. Runners are moving in for trial 3 this morning. Campionessa. First one to move forward. Just the one runner in this trial that is carded to run Sunday. That is Healthy Baby from the Jason On stable. As Guru Fight, the new silks of Carlos Enrique. Campionessa just a little bit fractious in stall 1. Guru Fight moves in. Now for the turn of High Karaka. One Legacy. Field of 7 runners for these barrier trial. The last of our trials this morning on track 2. As Swallow Strike steps forward. Darcy being caught into line. And we're left with just one more runner, Healthy Baby. And then we'll be set for a start. Healthy Baby completes the lineup. Handler moves away, 1,000 meters to cover. Field of 7, gates are open, sent on their way, and Guru Fight while coming out the starting stalls, lost about 2 lengths. Campionessa broke out well enough with High Karaka, who's pushing forward to be one of the early front runners. After that slow start, Guru Fight continues to improve along the inside rail. Then comes Darcy, deeper out in the track, One Legacy, who's racing rather wide in the early stages. And at the back end of the field is Healthy Baby alongside Swallow Strike, and they're racing about 6 lengths off the gallop. Homeward bound with just on 450 meters left to travel. Up in front, High Karaka is now the sole leader by about 1.5 lengths. Racing in second is Campionessa, who's just a little bit eager. Down towards the inside is Healthy Baby, being followed by Guru Fight, Darcy, One Legacy. Swallow Strike is last of all. 300 meters left to travel, and up in front is High Karaka, now being challenged down towards the inside by Healthy Baby. Just in behind those is Guru Fight, who's now starting to find a good finish along the inside. And then comes Campionessa with 100 meters left to travel. Healthy Baby's picked up the lead, and Healthy Baby will come home to win. Second place will go to Guru Fight, followed by in third, which was High Karaka. Then came Campionessa, Darcy, Swallow Strike, and last across the line was One Legacy. So a nice trial heading into Sunday. Healthy Baby from the Jason On stable. Of course, he had 3 winners on Sunday. Andre De Silva, the winning jockey here. Beats home Guru Fight. Certainly one to keep an eye out on after a nice little trial there. Being slow into stride, but finishing off quite nicely under Carlos Enrique. But the winner here is Healthy Baby. Andre De Silva and Jason On. Second place, Guru Fight, followed by in third place, High Karaka. Then came Campionessa, who was back in fourth. Followed further back in the running by Darcy, who finished in fifth. Then came Swallow Strike, and last across the line was One Legacy in seventh. So just to repeat those numbers, Healthy Baby, the winner. Guru Fight in second. High Karaka was in third. Campionessa in fourth. Fifth place was at Darcy. Sixth place, Swallow Strike. And in seventh place was One Legacy. That completes Barrier Trial 3, and that completes our trials on track 2, as we're now going to move across to the sand track. And the remaining 3 trials will be on the sand track over 1,000 meters. Runners and riders for Trial 4. Good Stars will be ridden by Fitri, Wins 1 Andre de Silva, Bintan 61 Beholden, and General Command will be ridden by Clyde Leck. Just the 4 runners over 1,000 metres on the sand track. And the runners are moving in for trial 4 this morning. Just 4 runners. Good Start, Wins 1, Bintan 61 and General Command. Good Start, the first runner to have moved in already. Now for the turn of Wins 1. Just 2 more left to load. Bintan 61 and General Command. Bintan 61 goes in, General Command to complete the field. Moves in. 4 runners, 1,000 meters on the sand track. Gates are open, and they're away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Good Start, got off to a good start. He lives up to his name. He's right there with the early lead. Shows the way by about 1 length early on with Wins 1 in second. Deeper out is Bintan 61 racing in third, and General Command is deepest out on the track in fourth. So only about 2 lengths cover the field now as they make the way into the turn. With about 600 meters left to travel. Up in front, it's Good Start with the narrow advantage. Racing away in second is Wins 1, who's starting to cut back the deficit. Only about a nose separate the first 2 for now. Then 2 lengths further back in range to General Command, who makes his run towards the outside, and Bintan 61 is the trailer. Top of the straight now, 350 left to travel. Up in front, it's Good Start, trying to make every poster winning 1. Wins 1 is in second. Deeper out is General Command in third. And last of all is Bintan 61 with 200 left to travel. Wins 1 in front, takes over the lead from Good Start, who's hard held down towards the inside. Deeper out is General Command, but these two are going to fight it out with the run down to the line. Good Start starting to fight back. Wins 1, they hit the line as 1. And I think Good Start will come in to win from in second. Could have been Wins 1. Third place went the way of General Command, and Bintan 61 was tailed off last. So it does get quite close between Good Start and Wins 1, who were pretty much at it with each other for most of the trial. And I think Good Start might have just got the upper hand down towards the inside under Fitri. Now, of course, with our trials on the sand track, I don't believe there's an actual finish line here, so this will be rather interesting to assess who has won this trial. So the inside is Good Start. Wins 1 is up on the outside. And based on that, it looks like Good Start would have got up to win this trial. Good Start, followed by Wins 1 in second. Third placing went the way of General Command, and a long way back to Bintan 61, who was last across the line in fourth place. So Good Start, the winner. Wins 1 in second, General Command in third, and Bintan 61 was last of all. And that completes barrier trial 4. Moving on to the penultimate trial for the morning. And the fields don't really get much bigger, as I think we've got 3 or 4 runners for trial 5, which is up next, and it should commence in about 10 minutes time. Runners and riders for trial 5, starting off with Very Surprise will be ridden by Clyde Lett. Now Picture will be ridden by Nazir, and Per in Crown will be ridden by T.H. Cole. Those are the runners and riders for barrier trial 5, the second and last of our trials this morning, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. Runners moving in for trial 5 this morning. Just 3 runners. Now Pitcher, Per in Crown, and Very Surprise will complete the field. Very Surprise moves in. He should be set and ready. Handler about to move away. Does so. 1,000 meters, 3 runners, gates are open, and they're fired on their way from that 1,000 meter mark. Now Pitcher responded quickest of all and goes to the lead and shows the way by about 3 lengths early on, heading down the back straight. Racing away and second is Per in Crown, who's improving between runners, and deeper out on the track is Very Surprise, who's racing at the tail end of the field. About 3 to 4 lengths cover them as they enter the turn now, with just on 700 meters left to travel. Up in front now Pitcher shows the way by 2 lengths. Per in Crown racing away in second, and 2 lengths further back and running to Very Surprise, who's last of all and racing about 4 lengths off the leader. Homeward bound with just on 400 meters left to travel. Now Pitcher going to try and make every poster, winning one up in front. Still has a healthy 2-length lead over Per in Crown, who's racing away in second, and the same margin to the third horse, who's Very Surprise, who's still racing at the back end of the field. No change in the order, heading past the 200 meter mark. Now Pitcher being asked to quicken up, and deep route Per in Crown starting to quicken up smartly under T.H. Cole. They're still got a catch. Now Pitcher in the closing stages, who'll win rather comfortably at the end. So now Pitcher the winner, followed by Per in Crown in second. Very Surprise was last across the line. So now Pitcher under Nazir for the EP Ton stable will win trial 5 in a rather comfortable manner. Go start to finish up in front. And there's always about a margin of 2 lengths between the 3 horses, from first to second and from second to third. And I think the winning margin will be about 2 lengths at the end, with now Pitcher coming home to win, beating Per in Crown in second. And I think the second and the third margin was just a little bit further than 2 or 3 lengths. I was very surprised. Never really quickened up in the closing stages and was rather one-paced at the tail end of the field. And you can see Very Surprise well beaten to that third placing and completes the field. So the winner now Pitcher, followed by Per in Crown, and Very Surprise was last of all in third. Up next is the final trial for the morning. It will be a field of 3 runners over 1,000 meters once again. Sixth and final trial for the morning. Runners and riders. Pacific Fortune will be ridden by Lila de Souza. Sirius will be ridden by Andre de Silva. And Atlas will be ridden by T.H. Cole. Those are your runners and riders for trial 6. They'll make their way down to the start shortly, and the loading process shouldn't take too long. And the light is flashing for the final trial this morning, as Pacific Fortune moves in. Once again, just a field of 3 runners. Next runner to load will be Sirius. And the last runner will be Atlas. Moves in, 3 runners, 1,000 meters. Last trial for the morning, handler moves away. Atlas just needs to settle. Gates are open, and they're fired on their way, coming out of the starting stalls from the 1,000 meter mark. Atlas responded well, but Sirius got a few shades of the reins to go and take up the lead early on, and will lead the field heading down the bat straight, shows the way by about a length. Deep out on the track is Atlas, who's racing in second, and Pacific Fortune is last of all. It's a close and compact field this in the final trial for the morning. Only about 2 lanes that cover first to last as they make their way past the 550 meter mark now, and Sirius is the one in front, but only by a length. Atlas racing away in second in the black salts, and last of all is Pacific Fortune, who's racing in third and 2.5 lengths off the leader. Top of the straight now with 400 meters left to travel. It's Sirius, who still shows the way up in front. Racing away in second is Atlas, and deep out on the track is Pacific Fortune, who's got 3 to 4 lengths to make up as they make the way past the 250 meter mark. And Sirius starting to run on tired legs because Atlas is moving in for the kill up on the outside with Pacific Fortune. And these 3, nothing much separating them now, going past the 100 meter mark. It's still Sirius, but here comes Atlas over the top, and Atlas will come home to win the final trial of the morning. Second place going the way of Sirius, and then third went to Pacific Fortune, who is up on the outside, but only about a length separating first to third. So I've given it provisionally to Atlas up on the outside in the black salts. TH Cole for the Jason On stable. On the inside, Sirius was actually fighting back down towards the inside under Andre De Silva for the HY Chen Yard, and these two will fight it out in the closing stages. Pretty much a battle of the heads here, but as they hit the line, well, it's very close. Again, depending on where the finish line is here, it could actually just go the way of Sirius on the inside. There's only about a nose that's separating first and second, because in the next frame Atlas puts his head down, so depending where the finish line is here, if it is the beginning of the blue pole, if it's after the blue pole, I cannot really separate the two. Third place definitely went to Pacific Fortune, but if we are provisionally going as the inside of the blue pole up on the outside of the sand track, then it would be Sirius, but virtually 1 stride later Atlas puts his head down. So we'll just need confirmation of where exactly the finish line is, but on that we'll have to go towards the inside. Sirius as the winner. Second place will then go the way of Atlas, and third place Pacific Fortune, who wasn't too far off them, only finished a length behind the winner at the end. So a close and compact field for trial 6 of the morning. And I think we'll have to give it to Sirius just ahead of Atlas, and Pacific Fortune back in the third. That completes our barrier trials this morning for Tuesday the 11th of March. At the build up to racing this Sunday on the 16th of March, of course, the first Group 1 at the Selangor Turf Club for the year. And the first of our Triple Crown Series legs taking place over 1,200 meters in the Tunku Gold Cup. So hopefully we'll see you here this Sunday. Certainly looks like an action-packed race card with 13 races on the program. Until then, farewell, and we'll see you at the races.